Today's video is brought to you by Grey Viking Games. Click the link in the description below to buy MTG Arena codes for cosmetics, packs, and more. Hey, what's up everyone? My name is Jeff, and today we're diving into Historic Shakeup Week 3, which I did notice that they left a good chunk of a certain deck still in this format. So they got into, they banned a bunch of new cards every single week, and so there's just new stuff to be playing, and all of the stuff that's banned beforehand stays there. So no Witch's Oven, no Claim the Firstborn, but we still get to play an awesome Rakdos Sacrifice deck, which has basically all the pieces. Like, we still have Mayhem Devil, we still have Ghost Rider, and we still have Priest of the Forgotten Gods, and we have lots of good sacrifice fodder. We don't have the Witch's Oven Cauldron Familiar combo. We don't have, you know, Village Rites, Claim the Firstborn, be able to kind of make that whole thing work. I was debating on throwing in like other things to do that, but we get to kind of go for the other side of this whole deck, which is still super powerful and awesome. So Priest of the Forgotten Gods, I think, is probably the most busted card in this deck, but also having a lot of other things that work just really well with it. It seems pretty good, and so we're gonna go ahead and try this deck out here in the Historic Shakeup format. Make sure you guys hit the like button, subscribe. We're going to break down this deck a little bit more, and then we're going to jump into gameplay. So yeah, basically Priest of Forgotten Gods is the main card that we're looking for here, and so we want to be able to get this out. It gets just so much value. It gets extra mana, card draw. It works well with like reassembling Skeleton to help keep bringing it back to hand. Gutterbones kind of works in the same place, but also gives us a little bit of an aggro a play in the early game. Only 2 elves on each of these because they are nice to have, but really what we're wanting to do is get straight Scorpions, Footlight Fiends, and just keep getting in for incremental damage with Priest of Forgotten Gods, Mayhem Devil, Woe Strider, kind of just making sure that we're hitting their face for lots of damage. Kroxa adds to that a lot, being able to give us a lot of just extra value with Village Rites and Woe Strider when we can sacrifice in response, or with Priest of Forgotten Gods, sacrifice in response to it sacrificing itself, which is good stuff. And then of course Mayhem Devil just gets out of hand and goes crazy. We have a couple ways to make sure we bring it back with Aghanim's Awakening and Call the Death Dweller, but otherwise we're just kind of digging through our deck, getting value, making sure the life total feels real bad. The biggest issue that we probably have with this deck is just a little bit of lack of removal, because we don't have to Claim the Firstborn, because we don't have like all that stuff, which is so good. And I wasn't sure where to squeeze it into this deck, and so we're going to try it out with basically just Priest of Forgotten God sacrificing stuff, Shadow Scroll Smashing, and Bloodchief's Thirst. That is probably the biggest weakness of this deck, is that there's a little bit of a lack of removal. And I don't know what's actually in the format necessarily. There's a lot of pieces that have been taken out of a bunch of different decks, so I'm not sure what it's actually going to be out there right now. So we may end up switching it up a little bit to get a little bit more cards, but for the most part, this is what we're going to play with. So anyway, that's the deck. Broke it down a little bit more for you guys. Let's go and jump to the gameplay, see how it does for us, and wish me luck. Here we go. All right, I'm against Pink Freud, and keep this hand. I like it a lot. Good stuff. All right, Blood Crypt tap, pass the turn. We might actually, so we want to get up Priest of Forgotten Gods on turn 2, and I'm debating if we want to go Kroxa. Hopefully we find a 1-drop so we can sacrifice it with Priest. We'll see. No 1-drops. Well, let's just go Priest of Forgotten Gods, pass the turn. We may also want to just get out Mayhem Devil first. We'll see as well. Citrus Supplier. I forgot about Citrus Supplier. That could also be really good in this deck. Although we're not necessarily trying to fill the graveyard as much for Kroxa, so we're more just trying to get value as we're going along anyway. Didn't mill a whole lot of great stuff there. We drew a lot of lands in a row. All right, well, let's get out a swamp. Let's play... Debating if I just want to go Mayhem Devil right away. Hopefully they don't have any kind of removal. Then we can Priest and Kroxa on the next turn, sacrifice those guys, Village Rites or something like that as well. Just get a little bit of extra value as we're going along. Let's just go Mayhem Devil. This is definitely risky. No attacks, pass the turn. It has a whole lot of upside, but it is a very risky line. Dude, I need a haircut so bad. I got into this habit with COVID, you know, they just like go as long as you can, but it turns out that's not always the best way to go. Gonna make a sacrifice, which, what do we sacrifice? A lot of things that sacrifice, we actually get to take care of the entire board if they force us to do that. But just discard a card. Well, we have lots of these, so we're fine with that. Oh, did you choose all of them? All right, that's kind of cool, actually. So we drew a card. We will get rid of Priest. Hold on to the Mayhem Devil. We get to target 2 more things. Let's go Paradise Druid, Stitchers. Well, first things first, swing in. Down to 14. We already have our black and red mana. We have more black in general, so we'll go like that. So I can go reassembling skeleton and priest of forgotten gods. We're fine with this being sacrificed over and over again, or dying. Debating if I want to hold on to a village rights as well. We can kill Rankle if they go for the same play again this way. Because even if two things get sacrificed, we can sacrifice this and deal the damage there. We'll try that out. Pass the turn. Hold a village right so that we can at least draw cards. Paradise Druid. Just to sacrifice with. Cobra. Does not attack. All right, do I want to kill Lotus Cobra here? No, we want to just use the Priest of Forgotten Gods ability, right? Yeah, that's better. Well, okay then. Let's go ahead and do this. Activate. Let's see here. Should we just make sure Wrinkle dies? I think we'll still have enough regardless, so that's fine. Grab Mountain. Really close to being able to actually just play out Crocs as well, right? Pretty close. Let's go hold on to full control, Croxa. Activate. Sack. 1, 2, and 3. Kill the Wrinkle. These all resolve before the Priest of Forgotten Gods. Now they sacrifice the Paradise Druid. We get 1 more point of damage. They also have to... Yeah, dude, this card just gives so much flipping value. It's ridiculous. Opponent says good game. Yeah, basically. It's so good. And the Woe Strider. And we'll go reassembling skeleton as well. Why not? Have we even attacked in yet? No, we have not. All right. Well, let's go ahead and do that. This deck, why didn't they ban more cards from this deck? Like Priest of Forgotten Gods, Man Devil were like the main ones. They banned Witch's Oven and Claim the Firstborn. I mean, those are good cards. They're probably the most feel bad cards. But I don't know if there's anything more feel bad than Priest of Forgotten Gods. It is so feel bad. Oh, it's awful. I mean, I love it. But oh man, is it not good? yeah, we had the game there. So we could sacrifice 2 guys, kill the token beforehand. They lose this. We get a swing in, and we had still probably plenty of damage to hit for faces. We actually had like another 10 point of damage. Alrighty then, good game, sir. Hopkins, you little lordy, I nailed it first try. Yeah, we can keep this. Not as amazing as some other hands could be, but I'll take it. We have a lot of our key engine pieces. Village Rights also pretty nice. More Village Rights. Do I want to hold on to the Croxa then to be able to sacrifice? I can also just Village Rights the token probably and just be fine. We have a lot of things that work with Village Rights. Getting discard up against a more control deck is also decent. Gets rid of a Storm's Wrath. That means they have multiples of those. That's a bad thing. Fairy's Tutelage, oh no. In some ways that helps our Croxa. In some ways, I mean, that can help it a lot. Pretty sure there's some sort of board wipe. Scrying also doesn't really matter too much. Do I want to just get Mayhem Devil out right away? They haven't spent any removal yet. Let's go Woe Strider first. Pass the turn. That way when we play Man Devil, we hopefully have at least something to do right away. Or even like Village Rites, hopefully. More Croxes. Sweet. All we need now is mana, which maybe I sacrifice on the upkeep to make sure I find some red mana for Croxa. That probably is the most annoying thing for them to deal with, right? Delicate Awakening. Draw a few cards. Yep. There's a combo. Yeah, between Into the Story and that, you can end up having lots and lots of card draw. I'm not sure if it's quite fast enough. If we had a more aggressive start, it wouldn't have been. I'm not sure about now. We already saw that they have Storm's Wrath at some point. They got rid of a bunch of cards there, though. Pass to my turn. Let's... Thinking... Yeah, so let's sacrifice. Another Man Devil. These aren't the worst plays. It's not necessarily amazing if a board... I think we got to try to go for the Croxa right now. Draw. Didn't find it. That can also be pretty good for us, though. Call the Death Dweller, bring back a Croxa and something else, make them discard cards. They're not going to have as much stuff. So the question is, do I actually want to go for Call the Death Dweller now? Bring back like Serrated Scorpion and Croxa? Or just go Mayhem Devil again? Let's go Mayhem Devil. Pass the turn. Please don't have Storm's Wrath. I mean, you drew a whole new hand, so should be okay there. I don't know what they foretold. Oh no. Cacophony here? Doubling up the Valakut Awakening. What? Combo. It's a combo. So yeah, the first one resolves, they draw 3. Then they put 3 more to the bottom, they draw 4. They drew 7 altogether here. Yeah, I think we might be just a little bit too slow against this deck. Ooh. Valakut Awakening also just keeps coming back into the deck. That's bad stuff. I feel like this deck cannot win against most matches. Although the format got way slower, so maybe... Alright, well, pass to my turn. Let's go hitting. There. Oh man, I'm not sure if this is actually the best way to go, but we're gonna still try for it. Go for Croxa. Just get land since it doesn't matter. Since we have so many cards in the graveyard anyway. Alright, forcing him to discard can be nice. This dodges the Storm's Wrath, which we saw already. So as long as we can get in for 1 hit before we're dead, which 24 is still a hard... That's a lot of cards to get rid of. Down to 8. Did they discard a land there? Wow. Alright, mill 2. How... Did you find more pieces to the combo? Let's see. Into the Story. Draws 4. Yep. Lots more cards gone, but we should be able to win on the next turn now. Unless they have like land and Brazen Bar. Even if they have land and Brazen Bar, we can still win. Yeah, I don't think there's anything that can get us here. Meta and Cacophony can't do it. They'd have to have good removal, which we can, even with just these ones, we can sacrifice the Kroxa and the Mayhem Devil to get to the 8 points of damage. So, sweet. All right, up against Cool Hand Luke, and keep this. Double Priest Forgotten Gods. None of our one drop. We actually haven't found like a one drop in a hand yet. Like on turn one. You know, we only run like 15 of them for reasons that we don't need them for. Ooh, Thraben Inspector. Forgot about that card. That could actually almost make it worthwhile going to Mardu. That's a really good one drop for what we're trying to do as well. We will bolt ourselves for Woe Strider so that we can play other stuff. Puts it on human. Kitesail Freebooter can take our Village Rites or the Agadeem's Awakening. Don't do that though. All right, untapped land. Come on now. Cool. All right, Priest of Forgotten Gods, number 2. Fatal Passage, pass the turn. Humans. How many colors is it worthwhile to go on humans? Probably quite a bit, actually. There's a lot of good humans in here. Exiles there. Okay. Dire Tactics is a removal spell that I feel like is not played nearly often enough. Okay, pass to my turn. It's kind of weird. Field Passages sometimes can be really nice for us to have, to be able to sacrifice with Mayhem Devil. All comes down to us actually having it, though. Let's go ahead and Woe Strider. They don't know about the other Fable Passage yet. Pass the turn. They do know about our Village Rites, though. And I would rather Village Rites than Priest here. I don't really want to get rid of Woe Strider just yet. Let's... So I can sacrifice with Woe Strider and still Village Rites here. That way I can actually scry to see what I want on top. I could sacrifice this. They just get rid of Thraben Inspector. It's not that amazing for us. It's not really... Yeah, let's go... I'll keep other things to sacrifice for a little bit. Village Rites. Kroxa. Okay, down to 16. Season Hallowblade. And no claim the Firstborn. That does actually hurt here quite a bit for us. We're gonna scry with the Kroxa. So let's go ahead and get this out of the way. We definitely don't want to draw any more lands. So play out Kroxa. Scry. Yes, keep that on top. All right, so next turn we get to Village Rites. Kill this. That puts enough cards into our graveyard for Kroxa. So we do want to keep something alive, so I'm not blocking here. So no blocks. Down to 12. And Kroxa should be somewhat difficult for them to deal with unless they find a third Dire Tactics, which of course, you know, that's how it always works. Come on, Mayhem Devil. It'd be so good here. Yeah, these guys can't really stand up against the Mayhem Devil that well. All right, pass to my turn. Village Rites. Till there. Dude, we have got to start drawing less lands. What is up with this? Oh, that's ridiculous. All right, well, let's bring Coxa out. Oh, goodness. Gets rid of a land. Pass the turn. All right, well, now we got a good blocker. Honestly, reassembling skeletons also a really good blocker against the Hollow Blades. Oh my gosh. Nice. Well, we don't want it exiled, so we do sacrifice. Wow, that's incredible. All right, we can take 6 here just fine. 7, yeah, it's a lot, but no blocks. Mayhem Devil actually adds a lot to us. With Reassembling Skeleton, we can do some pretty cool stuff. So let's play out more lands. Woo! We're actually going to play out Reassembling Skeleton first. They do have some sort of response. Mayhem Devil. Sacrifice, bring it back, sacrifice. Do I want to do it now when they don't have as many cards, or do I want to wait until they draw and then tap them down? You can also attack in right now. They've had so much removal. No attacks, pass the turn. So General Kudro, okay, we got to do this now. So sacrifice here. So when General Kudro hits the battlefield, he... As long as it's not a land, honestly, like we get to scry again. What else can we hit? This actually does get to kill some things for us, so that's something. Bring back the Reassembling Skeleton. General Kudro's got to die as well at some point. This means we lose Reassembling Skeleton, though. We can't take another hit from Seasoned Hollowblade. We would have to end up blocking anyway. So yeah, we gotta let this. So he does discard. Okay. So now they have a choice between Kroxa or Reassembling. It doesn't give us quite enough to actually kill Kudro, though. It's for 2. Ouch. Down to 3. Pass to my turn. Well, we can kill the Seasoned Hollowblade. And that puts us where we are at least still doing stuff. Oh my gosh, so many lands. Yeah, I think we just have to kill Seasoned Hollowblade here. We can at least trade off with General Kudro. Sure. That doesn't actually kill anything. Yeah, we're digging for other stuff. Pass the turn. All right. They can't kill us this turn. Just kidding. They might be able to. Creates a token. Kills Kroxa. Nice. Sing a game a little bit early. At the same time, though, we're in trouble. Down to 1. And a shot. We got another land? The game flipping. Oh my gosh. That was dumb. This deck is only running 20 basic lands and then Agadeem's Awakening. And so between Agadeem's Awakening, we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's including the Fable Passages, which we got rid of as well. Oh my gosh. That's not including, sorry. We had 11. Dumb. Up against So-So Burrito. And Reassembling Skeleton with Village Rites, Woe Strider. Meh. We don't have like Priest Forgotten Gods. We still haven't found a 1-drop that works. Alright, well. Instant scoop works as well. All right, we're up against a flaccid thermometer, and we have 1-drops. Of course, we're not going to be able to play them on turn 1 with this mana base. I'll probably play out Fabled Passage first, and then play both of them. We're on the draw. We're going to keep it. We're totally going to find an untapped land. Life is going to be fantastic. It's all good. Oh, rogues. Yeah, let's go ahead and grab a swamp here. Before they mill them all out. That'd be really unlikely, but I have pretty bad luck sometimes, you know. Oh boy. Oh boy. So many cards milled. Hey, that's good stuff. Bloodjuice Thirst. You're dead, son. Alright, we have to go somewhat aggro. I guess Scorpion is good. Mayhem Devil is really what we're looking for to be able to kill the Ruin Crabs. Let's go. If we need a Village Rites, I'd rather have Scorpion out there to Village Rites with, and then keep these guys up for when we do stuff with Mayhem Devil, maybe. We'll see. Ruin Crab again, down to 35 cards left. Well, at least we should be able to cast a Crocs. Of course, all of our lands are probably gone now, too. Two on top. Great sign. No land. Priest of Forgotten Gods is really good, but no land. This has to resolve. It's really good. It's definitely keeps us in the game, I think. No attacks past the turn. If we can get rid of a Ruin Crab at some point with this, get rid of the blockers. Frantic Inventory. We got a land. Oh, in the game, my friends. All right, let's play out. I can play double Footlight Fiend, sacrifice, kill the Overwhelmed Apprentice, and then still have mana for Mayhem Devil afterwards. Yeah, that kills their entire board, and then we get to Mayhem Devil. I think getting rid of Ruin Crab is worthwhile. All right, so sacrifice these two. Not sure what kind of control they might be playing. It could be like a bounce spell of some sort. Okay, yeah. So bounces back the Ruin Crab. We get mana for... Do I want to go Woe Strider this turn and then Mayhem Devil? I guess it doesn't really matter, right? Mayhem Devil, swing in. Down to 17. All right. We have damage output things now. That's good stuff. Secret Keeper. All of the cards. Cool. Agadeem's Awakening. Well, our life total doesn't matter. Do I actually need this to be able to play stuff out, though? Well, Strider gives us the better things to sacrifice. And then we get to Croxa and kill Ruin Crab after they get rid of the other thing. Yeah, so let's go Woe Strider. Attack in first. Takes it all. Down to 13. Ooh. Do we just want to start going face now? 19 cards left. Yeah, we do. So down to 7. They sacrifice something. Down more. Man, I'm not sure if we want to draw cards here. Proxa. Get rid of the last card in hand. If they don't have anything here, I guess I could Village Rise. I didn't do it in time. That's fine. Yeah, it's still probably just safer. At this point, they have the top deck amazing things to mill us out quickly enough, right? So I don't think we need to like make it even harder for us to win by drawing some cards there when we have plenty of action to do, really. With the Blood Crypt, we had the Croxa online for the next turn, so yeah, we were good. Up against Prince Eugene of Savory, and we do have 3 lands, kind of. Yeah, we'll keep this. Gutterbones turn 1, we can Fable Passage if we don't hit a land, and then Footlight Fiend. Otherwise, Resummon Skeleton into Mayhem Devil. We don't have any sack outlets, so maybe we don't want to put Mayhem Devil out there until we do. Other than Fable Passage potentially being good for it. All right, up against Prince Eugene of Savory. I'm not sure if he's actually playing here, but we kept this hand. We have Gutterbones on turn 1. And hopefully we hit a land so we can get to Mayhem Devil later. Opponent is playing. Good sign. That's a land. Great sign. I'm going to have to bolt or shock myself at some point, right? Do I have to do both? I guess not really. We don't need a Resembling Skeleton just yet. So let's get out Footlight Fiend and play out Smashing. Well, let's attack in first. If we find another land, I'd rather actually hold on to this. So we'll take the risk, and 1 more point of damage will be fine. Probably. You can also just go Resummon Skeleton and wait for Mayhem Devil to actually get damage with this. Wall of Blossoms. I know the Neoform combo isn't there. Ooh. Yeah. Alright, pay the 3 attack in. Oh! Didn't fall for the bait. Alright. I was hoping that he would just let that go all the way through. Although now with Mayhem Devil, double Mayhem Devil, we can end up doing lots of damages. Ghost Quarter. Crucible Worlds. Fun stuff. I like it. Alright, Mayhem Devil number 2. Attack in. Okay, down to 14. Fable Passage, crack it. 1 there, 1 face. And opponent scoops it up. Sweet. Yeah, we got a pretty sweet setup there. We didn't have any other sack outlets, so they didn't know about that. But if we just kept hitting lands even, then Aghanim's Awakening would get better, and we still had quite a bit of power on board. So good stuff. And they were probably also going for sacrificing their own stuff with Crucible World. So every time they did it, taking 2 damage, Yep, that's a good way to win. All right, well, we lost one game. I actually had like someone insta-scoop as well, so technically we were 5-1, so pretty good stats there, but we don't count the insta-scoop. So 4-1, still awesome stats with the deck. I mean, Sacrifice deck is just amazing. Mayhem Devil, Priest of Forgotten Gods, Croxa, just the value is so good, so much. Card draw, Village Rites is awesome for card draw. Like everything is just fantastic, and you can build a bunch of different versions of it, and it's still really good. I think we could have improved maybe the 1-drop slot a little bit better. Having a removal at sometimes, I think the one game that we lost, having more removal would have been really nice. Losing Claim the Firstborn is a really big deal for that, where I think what we needed to do is probably drop either the Gutterbones completely, just because Gutterbones was nice, but I like the Reassembling Skeleton combo better. And so they're just having more Blood Juice Thirst for that slot where we can kill and stuff in the early game that's annoying, and we still have the mana with like Priest of Forgotten Gods or whatever to potentially kill anything with this. I think that's just the good enough removal spell, and then that with Mayhem Devil we can kill other things that are important. Shadow Soul's matching. I think that would be enough removal between that, Priest of Forgotten Gods, sacrificing stuff. I don't know. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you so much, and bye-bye.